So you may or may not know about this car already, but I kind of got myself a new project car. Sort of new, sort of old. So this is actually my old car that I had for a few years. And then I didn't really need it anymore, so I gave it to my sister, sold it to my sister. But it's got a lot of problems, and she got a new car now and doesn't really need it anymore. So she's giving it back to me. And so I've got myself a project car. We're going to talk about more of the issues that it has here in a second once I take it for a ride, but we'll just do a quick walk around here so you can see the car. This is a 2005 Ford Focus ST. It's just a little cool little four-door sedan. So nothing too crazy about these ones, like it is the ST or whatever, but it just had a slightly bigger engine, right? It had a 2.3 liter rather than a 2 liter, had a little bit more horsepower, a little bit better suspension and brakes, but otherwise fairly similar to the just a regular SE or whatever. Not too many differences. So let's hop inside. This does have I already did a little bit of stuff to it, but let's hop inside, take it for a ride, and we'll talk more about it. All right, cold start, let's go. All right, so it's a little hot in here. I got the AC off so that you guys can hear me, but on the highway now, cruising. There's a few clunks and clanks that are maybe a little bit concerning. The motor mount is apparently not in the best shape, and I think I can feel that when I shift. It feels a little clunkier than it should be. And then, I don't know, let's see. There's a little bit of pull. I think the control arms and the front suspension isn't the best. Some stuff needs to get changed, so. But honestly, surprisingly little vibration in the steering wheel from what they were saying. From what my sister was saying, she said there was a lot of shakes, but doesn't seem too bad for me. I don't know, we'll see when I brake, because apparently it needs new front rotors. They're quite warped, but I haven't noticed that yet. We'll see once I have to, you know, maybe do a little bit of hard braking. But yeah, so that's basically what needs to be done to this car. Brakes all around are the best. The motor mount, I think I can feel that. I feel the clunkiness. I might do the trans mount too if I'm gonna be in there, just to, you know, get rid of that clunkiness and that shake when it starts up and that clunkiness when I'm shifting. So yeah, in terms of front suspension, I need some both front struts and strut assembly both need to be replaced. I think some sway bar links, maybe some other bushings and stuff. I'm not exactly sure, so my sister had it looked at. But yeah, you know, I don't know how much of that is true. You know, a lot of these dealerships try to upcharge you, you know, not necessarily needed on this vehicle. We'll see once I'm in there and I'm taking apart the suspension what really needs to be done. But yeah, that's about it, right? The front, so motor mounts, brakes all around, front suspension type stuff. Otherwise, she's in pretty good shape. Pretty high mileage, right? This is in miles. This is an American car, so it's in miles, so you can see the mileage there. But yeah, that's about all I gotta say about this car. It still feels fairly solid considering, you know, it's 16 years old and apparently the front suspension's falling apart. But I don't know, I honestly don't feel it. I don't think it's as bad as they're making it out to be. And I was like trying to bounce on it a little bit when it was just sitting there, and it didn't seem so bad. The windshield, just noticed that now, the windshield is cracked. There's a little crack when I gave it to my sister, and it has since expanded throughout the windshield. So probably gonna have to get that replaced. But yeah, all right, so we're coming into town here, so we'll brake. Let's see how bad the shakes are. I'm gonna brake a little hard here. All right, cancel that cruise. All right. Okay, I feel it. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but there's definitely some shakes there during the brake, but it definitely isn't as bad as it was made out to be. But yeah, we're gonna go take this thing for a wash. Might stop by a store here in town, see if I can get a quote on some parts that I need to order in. Otherwise, I might just order them online myself. We'll see what the prices are. I'd like to support a local business, but if they're gonna upcharge me too much, I'll just order them in myself. So yeah, let's pull into the washing bay here. The one thing that I would like to note is just how crisp this transmission is, especially compared to my daily, the Cruise. That thing is so wobbly, right? It's just, there's so much play. This got a nice snap to it. You can really tell when you're in gear in this, and I really enjoy that. I definitely miss that about this little car. I'm on the way home now. I just ordered in some parts. Hopefully they're here by the end of the week, is what the guy said to me. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to work on this soon. Within, hopefully maybe next week we'll start working on this project car. And guess I'll take this opportunity to go over some of the things that I've already done to it. So in terms of maintenance, I had to do about a year ago. I did the spark plugs, right? Simple thing to do. I did a thermostat. The thermostat needed to be changed. Oh, well, I had it drained. I did a flush on the coolant system. Everything looked to be in good order. I wrecked the drain plug, so I had to buy a new drain plug, but that's good now. What else? That's about it in terms of maintenance. The back bumper got dinged, so it's got a bumper. It's from a 2007 Focus, and it's not quite paint matched right, and the paint has started to come off because I kind of did it myself. And I don't work at a body shop, so my paint match wasn't the best. My paint job wasn't the best either, so it's kind of got some scratches in it, and you can see the old color underneath a little bit. So yeah, not the best there, but might fix that up a bit while I'm working on this here project. And then the headlights were in real rough condition, so I bought some new halos. You probably saw them. I'll probably put a picture up right here of the new halo lights that I installed. So that's in terms of, we're going into the aftermarket kind of thing now. Not that anything crazy. Obviously this is a aftermarket deck, and to go along with that, there is a sub and amp in the back. And really, that's about it in terms of modifications to this car. It is a bit rough around the edges, right? It's missing the 12-volt plug right there. The vent broke off there, right? A lot of rock chips and scratches, and it is black, so yeah, shows the damage is really bad. So probably just gonna polish her up, clean her up as good as I can. Honestly, driving this thing again, I am tempted to sell my Cruise and daily this thing. The only issue I see with that is that the Cruise is newer and in arguably better condition than this. So yeah, I don't know. I might just, yeah. So right now, I don't know. You can let me know what you think. Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards what I'm gonna do with this car is I'm just going to fix it up and then sell it. Make a little bit of profit, get a little practice working on cars, working on this car in particular, and then sell it and, make my money back on the parts that I put into it. But I don't know, I am a little attached to this car, so we'll see what actually happens once I get it fixed up. I got parts on order, and we'll see. But I'm almost home now. I think you've gotten a pretty good overview of my new project car. So subscribe if you want to see what happens, and I'll see you next time, hopefully.